Hey guys, good morning. It was an ice cold night. Still feels cold. Lot of ice on the ground, but it won't stay. It will be a bright, beautiful day. And I hope the cacti made it through the night. Inside the greenhouses, I want to fertilize today. And yeah, it's going to be a warm, sunny day. And you wouldn't believe it right now because it's so cold. Like it's crazy how like the difference between night and day, like they say, like in the saying. And yeah, I'm looking forward to starting the season now. There's frost, yes, but I'm not bothered. That is something that I've often seen every year around this time. I started watering, and I will do it this year too. It's just, I mean, if you don't keep your own traditions, what else do you want to keep, right? So I need to stay at it the way I always did, and then we'll see. So let's start the day. Cactus of the day, maybe. Maybe the intro. It's not perfect, but it catches the spirit. You hear the birds and all. And Mika is somewhere behind me. There she is, admiring the singing birds. So this is a good intro. Let's start the day. I forgot my work gloves outside over the night. It's uncomfortable. Inside here, temperature, I don't know, maybe 2, 3. That's absolutely alright. During the day, it will get very hot in here. I'm sure temperatures will go up to the 20s or more. So I will wait with the watering and fertilizing until then. I don't want to like overdo it. The night temperatures, low night temperatures are not a problem inside my greenhouse normally. It can happen, but it's rare. Magical moment. Nice moment. I think I'll put that into the thumbnail. But yeah, it's super cold. Not very happy with the low night temperatures, but it's something that you must live with. Cacti are hard, but there's a limit, of course. We'll see where it is. I'm actually a little bit worried because of the cold night temperatures. I've seen some weak ones didn't make it, but most of them are looking good. I mean, there's a very fine line between bravery, like gutsiness, making gutsy decisions, and foolishness. And right now we're pretty on, like in between, and dancing on it, on that fine line. So I hope it's getting warmer now. I've seen the forecast, and the forecast is good. If it stays cold long term, I will cover them again. Like I said, it's a fine line, and you need to be aware of that and constantly judge the temperatures, judge the weather forecast. And the temperature isn't the only thing to consider. You can have like above freezing and it feels so cold, and it hits the plants differently too. But most of them will come out of this stronger and flowering and being healthy. You always have to make the decision, do you keep them in, which has disadvantages, or do you bring them out, which has disadvantages and risks? It's both times the same. Picking up every piece of plastic that I find, I've become a lot more conscious about plastic in the last 20 years than I've been when I was younger. So every piece of plastic that I see walking through the garden, I collect. Still frozen solid. It's been cold. Time for a break. So I brought in some seedlings because the conditions outside are just not good enough for them. So I brought them into the greenhouse, and these are rather small. And they need to be repotted into pumice, into washed pumice. But yeah, brought some in. I'm not a madman, but I want to push them. And the cold temperatures help with the mealybug and stuff that I've seen. So we're giving them a really hard time. It's like a forgotten world. I hate the jungle with its endless fornication. You can see that the plants are struggling for survival. You can hear the animals, the birds aren't chirping. They're screeching in depression. It will be a beautiful day and we're cleaning up. Putting plants up. Moving everything to the right spots. Avoiding sunburn. All that stuff. And then we're fertilizing. Soon. I've watered and fertilized inside the greenhouses. And yeah, it's been super exhausting. I can't do this work long term. So I will do it with like water hoses and stuff. Did a lot with the water hose today to save me some work because the mussels aren't great. So let's have a look. Yeah, okay, so I literally threw in the water, like back there, trying to hit the plants in the back. And as soon as the night temperatures go above 0, I will move plants out. Tonight we will have -3. I even think about covering some, but overall it's getting a warm week. We're having one last very cold night, so I need to be careful that nothing gets frozen in that one night. But then we can maybe move, and that will allow me to had to clean the camera because of the humidity. Yeah, that will allow me to have space to move to get to all the plants, and then we will clean up. So what I did, I fertilized and watered right now. I didn't clean up the seedling pots. There are some single seedlings in between that need to be removed because they didn't make it, but most of the other seedlings are great, and I wanted to water them right now, fertilize them right now. I want to repot them after they have recovered a little bit. They didn't look good enough to repot them now, so they would stay in their soil, get water and nutrients for good months now, and then we will repot when the temperatures are warmer. I'm happy overall. I'm pretty happy. But yeah, I need to get a better solution to fertilize, because right now I'm doing it with a water can, and every time I carry a water can I need to take a break afterwards. So, but yeah, apart from that, it's going good. Also gotten a little help in this greenhouse, so yeah, I actually managed to do most of it today with breaks and all. I had to take 3 breaks, but it's looking good now, and I'm like, this is it for the rest of the day now. I took great care of this one because it's an important plant, and I wanted to get into growth mode again. Yeah, and in here, same situation. I will clean everything up now. I will start taking plants out. This one I will take out tomorrow when it's dry. Clean up. We will clean everything up. It needs a lot of work, but we're doing it, and we're filming the best season of my life. I made that decision. I just, I'm always currently not sure, but sometimes you reach that moment where you just realize this is going to be good. But everything needs organizing. Last year I just threw stuff in. I just wanted to deal with my broken marriage, but now I actually wanna film this season in a way that stands out. I'm not sure how we will do it, but we will. And I mean, Plants are roughed up from the winter, but give it a few months and they are great. 1 or 2 months and everything is running and flowering. Over here I did fertilizing too. I want the lubivia to get started right away, and I want them to be strong enough to take a little bit of sun and frost. And you need to provide them a good fertilizer to do that, like a pH buffer and all, micronutrients. That's all important, and they will look great in a month. And I'll give them that. The way I'm working is pretty aggressive, but it's worth it long term when they are flowering. All right, in here too, looking okay, but I wanna move them out now, and the weather needs to start getting a little bit warmer. Here are my 3 water cans, the big one for stuff on the ground and the smaller ones for stuff on the roof or on the shelves. I have a hard time lifting the water can up, so I had to get some smaller ones. But yeah, for the stuff on the ground, this is enough. This will work. Doing my outro now. I'm sitting out and it's cold like hell. It's really freezing. So it's not a perfect weather for cacti or for gardening. But when the season begins, you need to be present, and I'm doing my best. The last week was very hard, I'm honest. I made a decision for my channel that I will not hide stuff, or that I will try to be authentic. That's what I want to do. So every now and then I have a phase where I'm not feeling well, and that is I haven't had an easy life, and I have a lot of scars and all, and I'm living with them. I'm carrying it. But every now and then there's a day or two where all the responsibility and I try always to do the right thing, and the right thing's so difficult always. And but it's also my strength. This constant change between doing wonders and having the darkness remind you about that that there are not always easy days, and I feel like that's something that is just part of me, that I will always have to live with. I can live with it, and I'm there for my family and all, for my pets. I will not let them down, but I cannot promise that there won't be hard days. I cannot promise you that for the future. I'm not sure what I'm willing to show, but I want to show a lot. I want to build this channel into something. I want it to have meaning. So I'm documenting my life, and I always wanted to do this, but I was never sure under which, in what form. And now I feel like I found it. I feel like I found the outlet, and now I'm trying to use it in a positive way. And I want you guys to share my life with me. So we are going to have this cactus season that is going to be a fantastic season. Most of you guys are interested in the cactus stuff, and that will always be priority, but there will also be other stuff. My life, it's my life here. This isn't the gardening channel. This is the real life, and we're doing it together. I want to prove something to me, and maybe to you, who knows. And I will be damned if we don't succeed. Thank you. Postman put my mail in the trash. That's exactly how I want it.